haven't been this excited to make a video in quite a while about Adventure Quest Worlds. So here is what we're talking about today. Yes, that's disabling skill animations. It's not an official thing, but I'll show you how to do it. Let's get into it. I'm sorry, Mr. Accent. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. This new intro, cause the other one got copyrighted. Alright, before we get into this, how to download it and what it does, I first have the official statement from Elena on Twitter, so I'll go through that first. Okay, so I asked if it would be okay to use this. I don't see any issues with it personally, and I would have used it without asking, but I figured it would be okay to ask, you know, just in case. So our testers sent me a link to this. They started looking already into several of the features that have been implemented for the official game client. I cannot recommend using any version of the game server or client that has not been created by AE because of security risks, account protection, and other legal issues, but I'm glad to see so much excitement for these types of changes. It tells me our programmers are moving in the right direction. So I don't see a no here. When I look at this, I don't see an explicit no. So I'm going to assume it's like, we can't tell you you can use it, but I'm going to guess it's that. If I get banned, that would suck. And I did ask and I didn't get a no. So if they change their mind on this, I'll let you guys know if they want it to be an explicit no. But from what I'm reading here, I'm inferring that it's not a no, but they can't say yes. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, so here is what it does. So it's just some extra settings added to Flash Player. It's a client. I'll show you how to download it in a second. The link's in the description. You can probably figure out how to do it yourself, but I'll show you how to download it at the end of the video if you're having an issue with that. So you can disable skill animations on and off. You can show your skill animations only, so you can not see other players' animations, but you can still see yours. Very cool. Active passive UI. So this will show you. You can drag this around on your screen too. So it has my passives up there already, which I think if the devs watching this, Spider, if you can just make this smaller, like the passive box smaller, because that's always there, right? They're passives. You don't really need a big ass box for that. If you make that maybe like a small box, I'm pointing at my screen, maybe a small box above it or something, like 3 in a row. Maybe that would work. I don't know. But yeah, you also have your actives. So let's say I was to use a skill like this one. So you see the Fallen Judgment 8 seconds, and then it'll go away when it's gone. So you can see how long your skill is up. You can see if you actually have the skill up or not. If the game's lagging for some reason, you can see if it's still up or not, and if you're not paying attention too much. So very, very cool. Something that should be in the game already, you know. So custom drop UI, draggable drops, and yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff. You can hide all the players in the game if you don't want to see any other players. You want to play it like a single player game. You can do that. You can show the monster type. This is very cool. You can show quest drop rates. So stuff that's available, not really publicly available to anyone, but is in the game. So you can see what the drop rates are. So see if maybe you don't want to farm it if it's a 1%, or maybe you will want to farm it if it's like a 33%. So very, very cool stuff here. I'll show you this in use. So here's how the drops will work. If you have them on, if I get a drop here, so see, items dropped. Now it categorizes them too, so notes. This is just a treasure hint note. I don't even think there's a way to pick this up. There's a way to pick up items, but not notes, I'm pretty sure right now. So at least I can't tell. If I click on it, nothing happens, and you can't right click because it's still a Flash Player thing. Right click doesn't do anything. But, and you can drag around the item drops. So the item drops will no longer block whatever you're doing. So if you wanted to like bank an item, it wouldn't be in the way. You can move them around. It's kind of laggy a little bit, as you see, but I'll take this over the old way. I'll take a little bit of lag over not being able to move the drop at all. So if I take away this box, the custom drop UI, and take away draggable drops, I wonder what that does. I actually haven't seen that yet. Let's see what this does. Okay, so all right, it didn't really change anything. What if I turn on that, but not that? Okay, so I put some there, but you can, oh, it's stuck to my mouse. Yep, it's stuck to my mouse. Okay, it's let go. So it's a little buggy, of course. This is just made by a player, so it's not going to be like perfect, but very, very cool. Very cool. So you can see I got the stuff active there. Let's pop it up. You can move this around, and yeah, I can show you the animations and stuff like that, and then I'll show you how to download it. So right now I'll turn on all the animations so you can see what the animations look like and how lag it is, and we can go without. Very cool. There should be people here. We're in Pirates. Should be people up in this room right here, hopefully. Oh, there isn't. I'll go find players in a room that are farming. Hey, I found someone that recognized me. How you doing, man? Okay, so here's what the game looks like with the animations on. Of course, there's people using them. And you can see all of their animations. It's a little laggy when you got a room full. So if we turn them off, so we can show only my skill animations, but I'll turn that off for now and just turn off all of the animations. So disable skill animations and close that down. So you can see that it's only going to show the auto attacks now. So it does still show my auto attack, but it only shows the auto attack animations. So you're not seeing any of the skill animations. Like this guy's been using the skill animation the whole time. You won't see it. It won't be a thing. So very cool. Very good for farming. Just only showing the auto attack is going to save you a lot of frames, and it's going to help you out a lot. So we can also just turn on the ability to see my own skills. So other than my auto attack, you can see the heal there. 4 skill, hit my 2 skill, because you can see the wings on there. Yeah, so you can see my skills, but you can't see their skills. So that's also a thing that is available with this. So very cool. It also displays, if you toggle it on, what kind of enemy they are. So if you want to see what kind of, so it says undead under the undead pirate. I mean, undead pirate is kind of self-explanatory, but at the same time, like if it's a dragon and maybe it's like a draconian guy and you're like, is he a dragon? Is he a person? What is he? You can see you can see that they're tagged as whatever they are. So if you have an item that does more damage towards that, you can see if it's applicable to that monster. Very cool. Should be in the game by default. It's not. This thing adds it. This AQ Lite adds so many things that should be in the game by default. It's kind of crazy. So the hide all player function also works if you go and turn that on. So hide players on. You can see. You still see the enemies dying and stuff like they normally would, because there are players killing them, right? But you don't see the other players. So you get absolutely zero lag from the other players, and you're just in a room by yourself, you know? All the frames you could want in AQ that are available for you in the Flash version of AQ, you got them. You can turn off your animations, you can be the only player in the room, and you can just, you know, love the frames that you got. This makes me so happy. It's unbelievable. If I'm told to not use this, I'll probably still use it, because it's just too good. Not like knowing this exists and then not being able to use it would be devastating. So yeah, very cool. And you can see here I got an item. So I got the top hat item. I click on it and I can add it or delete it. And yeah, and it's not taking up space on my screen. See, I got the 29 undead energy right there. I can take it all, and it's not like spamming the middle of my screen. So the middle of the screen, like whenever you tune into my stream, right? You see we're farming for a while. The middle of my screen will just be a solid block of items, because I'm not gonna say no to every one of them. That's just a lot of wasted clicks, right? For this, it's just in a little box that you can move around. You can just throw it wherever. I mean, there is a little bit of like a. It looks like he forgot to use the eraser tool there on like a little like text, like a little shiny thing right there, like an overlay. It looks like he wanted to put like a shine on the box, but he missed it or something. I don't know. But that's a little bug too also, but I'm sure he'll fix the bugs, and there'll probably be a previous version of this in the future. So, or a next version that's a little bit better. And I figured out that you could just push this off the screen so you don't have to see your passives. So if you only want to see the active auras, you can do that. So pretty cool features. I wouldn't recommend downloading this, honestly, but I will show you how. Now, I say I wouldn't recommend downloading this. I mean, I'm not going to recommend downloading this because Alina also wouldn't recommend downloading this. But you know. It's definitely helpful, you know. And I can't wait to see if they update this more. Something that would be really good is if this was more transparent, like 25% maybe transparency on this box, or make the box smaller or something. I don't know. It seems like it's taking up a lot of space. I like that it's there. It'd be good if there was like no background on it at all, or maybe a little bit of a background, but that's taking up a lot of space. This could also use a little bit more transparency, but it's it's Spider's thing. So if he wants to do that, he can, but that's just a suggestion from me. I think it's really cool. Thank you for making this, Spider. I really do appreciate this. This is awesome, and I will use it until these features are actually put into the actual game. And if that never happens, I'll continue to use this until AQ Mobile comes out, I guess. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I'll show you guys how to download it if you guys are confused with that. And yeah. So this was brought to my attention through a Reddit post. If you're not on the r/AQW subreddit, you probably should be. There's my Reddit account at the top right corner if you want to see what I do on Reddit. You know, I actually, it's just my public account, so you can see stuff I've done on there. Nothing crazy on my Reddit account. Have alt accounts, boys. All right, so we should do a GitHub. It's mostly open source. Someone in the Reddit comments said it was like all up and up, and they're not like yoinking your password or anything. So I would believe that person in the Reddit comments. I got a lot of upvotes, so people probably check that. This GitHub says what it does. That you don't want to click on that download. You want to go to the bottom, click on this link. It'll link you to another GitHub page. You can download the source code if you want to mess around with it or look at it or whatever. And then there's a Mac version and a Windows version. You want to download that. It'll give you the zip file. You need an unzip tool, so don't use WinRAR. That's the one everyone uses. Search for 7, the number 7ZIP. Download that. It's completely free. 7-zip is what I use. It's completely free. They don't ever ask you to spend money. There's no pop-ups. There's nothing annoying on it. 7-zip. Get that to unzip the file. Once you unzip it, you just it'll just be a little flash icon. You click on it. Maybe make a desktop shortcut if you want to for your desktop, and open it, and you're good to go. So that's how you do it. Hopefully I explained that properly. If you're a little confused, because I know maybe you had a hard time finding the download link there or whatever. The link will be in the description. If I forget that, please leave a comment. I might forget it. Sometimes I do after editing, rendering, uploading, thumbnail, tags, all that. After I do all that, sometimes I forget to leave a link in the comments or in the description. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I am really excited for this thing. And yeah, it's like the first kind of program we had that actually does what it was doing without having other things in the program that makes it so it's kind of like a cheating tool. So this is the first one that actually, well, the first one of my knowledge that actually does it with well-being on the up and up, at least in my books. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully this is good. It's kind of in a gray-ish area, but I don't really think so. It's kind of like an add-on for World of Warcraft, sort of. It's on that level of like a tool. It's not really, it doesn't play the game for you or anything, so I think it's all good to go. So yeah, that is the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Enjoy using this. If you do, go leave feedback to Spider. He was replying to a lot of people in the Reddit comments here. So if you guys have any like feedback or anything for him, make sure you check that out. And yeah, we'll leave him some feedback. That's all. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'll probably be using this on the stream on Friday. We stream AQ every Friday on the show, so come back for that, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace. If you are an epic Fortnite gamer and you want to support the channel, you can use credit code KoreyX in Fortnite.